Yo, what's going on everyone, Karma here, and welcome back to another boring math video here in Borderlands 3. Today we will be taking a look at Amara's new class mod called Death's Blessings. In this video, I'll be doing a full breakdown to show you exactly how it works and also talk about its damage increase. So if you enjoyed this video or find it helpful in any way, a like rating is appreciated, and if you want to sub for more content, that'll be great as well. So starting off, let me show you what perks it can roll with. So it's going to be able to roll with Wrath, with Remnant, and it can also roll with Admin, which is going to increase your action skill damage. So now let's take a look at the description. It says, on kill from Remnant Orb, spawn a Bless Orb that increases Amara's weapon damage by 250% for 20 seconds. And this class mod's really good, even with the changes to Remnant. Remnant's still very good. So basically, whenever you kill an enemy, you can see a purple orb that's gonna float towards your character and then give you some bonus damage. However, I know it says it increases weapon damage by 250%. It's actually 150% increase. So the wording there is a little weird. It doesn't actually increase it by 250%. It just does 250% of your damage. So the wording there is just a little off, like I said. But don't let that discourage you, because this damage is actually multiplicative with everything in the game. So essentially, whatever damage your weapons are doing by the end of all your bonuses from your build, it multiplies that damage by 2.5. Not by 3.5 like the wording suggests, by the way. Just keep that in mind. So here's how I tested this. We're going to test it real quick. So I have this pistol that deals 3179 damage. And let's get a regular damage increase. And we actually already have it from our class mod, which gives us 3 points into Wrath. If we take a look at Wrath, Wrath will increase my gun damage by 20%. So my damage right now is actually 3,814. Wrath is regular gun damage increase. So if I get this class mod to buff me by 250%, we multiply by 2.5. That gives us around 9,536. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get a kill, make sure I get that Remnant Orb to kill another enemy, and then check our damage. It should be around 9,536. So there we go, we killed that enemy, we got the orb. We're going to shoot this enemy. We got 20 seconds. There you go. 9536. So after the 20 seconds are done, the orb obviously will go away. You can see it around you in purple. When it goes away, all you have to do is get another kill with Remnant Orb, and then it'll come back out. So anyways, that means that it is multiplicative with regular gun damage. So obviously I had to test everything else. So I also tested my V2 damage. And for that, I used the Grenade Anointment, which is this one. On grenade thrown, weapon damage is increased by 25% for 6 seconds. That is V2 damage. If it were additive, I would get around 10.4k damage. If it's multiplicative, I get 11.9k. And as you can see in this gameplay, I did 11k damage, so I concluded that it is also multiplicative with V2 damage. I also tested V1 damage. So for this, I used a Victory Rush artifact. This Victory Rush, whenever I kill a badass, it gives me 18% damage for 60 seconds. If it were additive, I would get around 10k. If it's multiplicative, I get around 11k. And as you see in this gameplay, I got 11k damage. So, it's multiplicative with V1 damage, with V2 damage, and with regular gun damage increases. I also tested the Pearl of Ineffable Knowledge. This 90% increase in damage is actually additive with Wrath. However, this grants 1% increased damage per hit for up to 15 times, gives you around 16% increase to your damage, multiplicative with everything. So I tested this on an enemy alongside the 250% from this, actually 150%. So I tested both of them together, and yes, they are multiplicative as well. I also tested debuffs on enemies. So for that, I tested this It's Piss Grenade. Whenever you hit an enemy with it, enemies take 20% increased damage for 6 seconds. However, keep in mind that whenever I throw it, I actually have this anointment, so I also gotta add that to the formula. So we get our 3179 base damage, multiplied by the bonus from Wrath, which is 20%, multiplied by the bonus from the On Grenade Thrown anointment, 25%, and then multiplied by 1.2 for this 20% debuff, and then multiply by 2.5 to check if it's multiplicative, we should get 14k. If it were additive, it would be around 12k. And as you can see in this gameplay, after using the It's Piss grenade, I actually do 14k damage, which means it's also multiplicative with debuffs. And the last thing I needed to test was Laid Bare. With Laid Bare, every time an enemy gets damaged by your action skill, they take 25% more damage. So let's do some quick maths. We get our base damage of 3179 multiplied by our bonus from Wrath, and since we're going to activate our action skill, we're actually going to get 20% and 20% once we activate our action skill, so that's a 40% increase. So we'll multiply by 1.4, then we multiply by the bonus of Laid Bare of 25%, and then multiply by our multiplicative increase of Death's Blessings, which should give us around 13.9k. If this were additive with Laid Bare, we would get around 12k. However, as you see in this gameplay, if we include the Laid Bare bonus, I get 11k, which means that this class mod's bonus damage is basically multiplicative with anything you throw at it, which is nuts. This class mod is a top tier class mod. I highly recommend you use this class mod while mobbing. It's absolutely insane. Anyways guys, I'm going to go ahead and end the video here. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, a like rating is appreciated, and if you want to sub for more content, that'll be great as well. Hope you have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out.